Well, hello and welcome back to the Andrew Eborn Show. It's time for another visit to the ER, Eborn and Read. And I welcome back the fantastic, the glorious, the man who is a legendary broadcaster, the fabulous Mike Read. How are you doing, Mike?
Oh, the expletives just pour out, don't they? Yeah, very good. I'm very good. Yeah, all ready and primed and ready to go.
Always a joy. Now, National Puzzle Week. We love our puzzles. Do you have a favourite one?
Yeah, I quite like doing things like that. I mean, I always say it's good to take your brain to the gym as well as your body. People are always obsessed on keeping fit and doing this and that, but you've got to keep your brain fit as well. It's no good having a fit body and a brain that's gone. So you've got to keep your brain working as well. I think that's very, very important.
And I think this, in the time when we're all locked down, the whole thing about boredom busters, puzzles and books. I mean, the sale of books themselves, and puzzle books in particular, has gone up exponentially, hasn't it?
I can believe that. Yes, absolutely. People want something to do. People need a bit of occupational therapy. You can't watch TV all day. I'm lucky as much as I'm doing writing and creating, but even then, you can't write and create all day long. It's great. You're writing songs and books and doing radio and TV stuff, but there comes a point when you want to be an idiot as well. You want to have a laugh. You want to sit down. You want to talk to a real person. Trade ideas, go out and see things, because you only get inspiration when you're out and about meeting people, seeing people, ideas come. If you're in I would say, bands that when they're writing, they have a period where they're writing great songs, then they're so big they go out on the road. And all their songs tend to be about hotel rooms and being on the road, because that's all they're seeing, and playing live. It's you do need inspiration from other areas. There's no question about that. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the other thing about the popularity of quiz shows, isn't it? Everybody likes to sit at home and think they're much more intelligent than the poor person in the studio under the spotlight.
Oh, always easy at home. You get, oh, I knew that. Yeah, oh, I could answer that one. There's no pressure. When you're under pressure and somebody's saying, do you want to go for the 500,000 or do you want to fall back to X thousand? You go, oh, and everybody's watching you and everyone's depending on you. It's tricky. It's tricky.
Well, you've hosted, some of the most iconic shows on television, and you've been a contestant as well as the quiz master. I mean, Pop Quiz for zillions of years and getting audiences of 10 million. How do the pop stars fare generally when they're in the pressure in the studio?
Oh, some are good, some aren't. Some are very, very good. Some revel in it and enjoy it. But you're aware as hosts that you're trying to make the ones that aren't as good seem as good. That's part of your job. Your job is not there to try and be Mr. Clever and Mr. Smart. Part of your job is to make everybody look good. And I've had people say, oh, so-and-so was great last week. And I think, they didn't answer any questions, but you can have fun with them and let them confer a bit or let them cheat a little bit, that kind of thing. So that's part of your job is not making anybody look stupid, not making them look daft, making them look good. But some people are naturally very good at pop quiz and revel in it, and that's why various people came back time and time again as captains, because they wanted to prove their worth on pop quiz. And others just say, I don't know much about it, but I'll happily come on.
But that's what people love. It didn't matter so much about the question. It was the energy about the groups. And sometimes when you had two iconic groups battling it out together, that was quite fun. What were your favorite episodes of those sort of battles?
Oh, well, the only one where we had group versus group was Duran Duran versus Spandau Ballet. One Christmas got phenomenal ratings. And we keep talking about a rematch. I'm not sure it'll ever happen now, but we talked about a rematch. It's strangely, it's the only TV program where the major artists are queuing up to do it. Major American artists say, oh, we'd love to do it. The listeners are all desperate for it to come back. And yet the broadcasters don't do it. And I see so many idiotic things on TV. You think, really? Really? Are you really spending an hour looking at ornate drain covers from Victorian Britain? We used to get 10 million a week on this. You've got artists queuing up to come on it and viewers telling you that they want it, and you're still not doing it. Don't get that.
No, it's glorious. We revisited it, didn't we, a little while back, and you had some of the original contestants come on again. What happened to that series?
Yeah, we did two for the BBC, which were really, really popular. They put in then a series of 20 and didn't have any money, no budget. So it didn't happen. And then about a year and a half ago, I did two to say, okay, well, let's do them and get them to people and say, look, put this out as a lost leader on a bank holiday or something like that. We're still struggling. I mean, you just wonder what you've got to do sometimes. And you watch some TV and you think, really? These are getting very, very low ratings, yet somebody is commissioning them. I don't quite get it. But still, there's a lot we don't get about
your camera, Mike. You'll now be a brilliant ventriloquist because your camera is cutting off your lips. Do you want to adjust it down a little bit, your camera?
Well, I can't see it because I'm adjusting it because I've got the words up for the poem.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Okay, fine. I was going to say,
you became the best ventriloquist ever. You could do all of that.
Yeah. No, I was just adjusting it so I could see the words. Really,
Apart from being the quizmaster, you've also been on a few of the classic game shows themselves. Talk to me about those.
I did. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Robin Gibb. That was great fun. We did really well in the afternoon, got up to about 250,000. And in the evening, they gave us some really stinky questions. We had about 20,000 or something. So, that was, you just trip up. It's like anything. You can trip up on one question you don't know. You've only got to not know one thing. They did a tester for me recently for The Chase. So somebody comes on the phone, they ask you questions, sort of random 20 questions. They're all fun. But say you just get, if you get a run of things that you can appear brilliant. You get a run of things you don't know, you appear an idiot. So it's very, very easy to fall either side of the fence.
So absolutely. But we love puzzles of all sorts of levels. So today we're going to celebrate puzzles with the Radio Laureate. Mike Read, it's over to you.
Yeah, I did this one a la John Cooper Clarke. It's National Puzzle Day. Have a tussle with a jigsaw puzzle. They say it's no pain, no gain. Use both sides of your brain. Puts on memory muscle. So rustle up a puzzle. Hell's bells. It helps your little grey cells and improves your cognitive function. So you won't be up the junction when it comes to being smart. It's an art and how one thrills to problem solving skills. Give yourself some trivia questions and don't be pedestrian. Have a go at Sudoku. Don't shirk. Put your mind to work. It's what it's there for. Therefore, increase your vocabulary so the lexicon constabulary don't arrest you saying, is that the best you can do? You're no scholar, so we'll feel your collar. Don't think we're open to bribery. We're going to lock you up in the library for mental stimulation and literary meditation. And you won't be free until you've got at least 33 words of 4 letters or more on the word wheel. So get real and know you dunce. You can't use a letter more than once. And don't be deluded. The very big letter in the middle has to be included.
Hey, thank you. Always a joy. Mike Read, a pleasure as always. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for puzzling.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Yes, I'm not.